And hello, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday morning to you. Hope you're having a great day to start off with. Enjoying my coffee this morning and sharing a good bit of thought with you from God's Word. My name is Don K. Preston. This is what I call my morning musings. Sharing with you the eschatology of the parables of Jesus. We're taking a look at the theme of martyr vindication introduced by Jesus in Luke chapter 18. In which he says, and he poses the question, will not God avenge his elect or his saints who cry out to him day and night, saying, How long, O Lord? I say unto you, he will avenge them speedily. So here is Jesus saying, basically, that the time had come for the avenging of the martyrs of God. Now, look, folks, I've suggested, I've written extensively on this concept. The doctrine of martyr vindication destroys all futurist eschatology, all of it, when properly considered. We've already looked at how pervasive it is by beginning with Deuteronomy chapter 32. I won't go back over the ground. I want to share with you another fantastic text which virtually all eschatologies, all futurist eschatologies, completely distort. And it is Isaiah chapters 2 through 4. Now here's something you have to understand. Isaiah chapters 2 through 4 is one united prophecy. It is not a chopped up, dichotomized prophecy of different times. It tells us it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house, that's the Messianic temple, will be established in the tops of the mountains. Okay, so here we have the time frame, the last days. We have the topic, the establishment of the Messianic temple. Now, obviously, I don't have a lot of time here to develop the entirety of the text, but I want you to notice that in Isaiah chapter 2, 9 through 11, we have the great day of the Lord. In verses 19 to 21, it's the time when men would run to the mountains, hide in the caves, call to the rocks and say, Fall on us, hide us from the day of the Lord. Which kind of means, doesn't it, that it can't be an earth-burning, time-ending event that is over in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, because after all, how could you have time to flee to the mountains if the day of the Lord is over in the twinkling of an eye? Okay, now watch this. In chapter 3, actually in chapter 2, you have all of these references to in that day, which ties this entire prophecy together as one organic whole. Now, in chapter 3, in that day, it would be a day of famine. Well, what day are we talking about? In the last days, the day of the Lord. It's a time of famine. In Isaiah chapter 3, verse 13, the Lord stands up to judge his people. Verse 24, guess what? Verse 25, the people of Israel would fall by the edge of the sword, which Jesus cites in Luke 21 in his prediction of the fall of Jerusalem. Now watch this. Remember, we're talking about the time of the avenging of the blood, the parabolic teaching of Jesus. Now watch this. Isaiah chapter 4. In that day, the branch of the Lord shall be beautiful and glorious. The fruit of the earth shall be excellent and appealing for those who have escaped. That's the remnant. And it shall come to pass, when? In that day, the appearing of the branch. It shall come to pass that the one who is left in Zion and remains in Jerusalem will be called holy. Everyone who is recorded among the living in Jerusalem, when the Lord has washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and watch this, and purged the blood of Jerusalem from her midst by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of fire. So in the last days, pardon me, in the day of the Lord would avenge the blood of the martyrs. How? By the spirit of judgment and by fire. When did Jesus say that the blood of the martyrs would be avenged? Well, Luke 18, he will avenge them speedily. Matthew chapter 23, all of the blood of all the righteous from Abel onward would be avenged in the fall of Jerusalem in AD 70. All of these things shall come upon, quote, this generation, unquote, Matthew 23, 36, or 34 and 36. You see how pervasive, you see how harmonious the story of the avenging of the blood of the martyrs is? Look, don't forget, I've written extensively on this theme in my book, We Shall Meet Him in the Air. You just would be amazed at how pervasive, how important the doctrine of the avenging of the martyrs is to the story of eschatology. Go to my website, eschatology.org or BibleProphecy.com. Order the book, We Shall Meet Him in the Air, The Wedding of the King of Kings. Include a note that says, you saw the offer on YouTube or Facebook, and I will not only pay your shipping, but I will send you free of charge the CD of the paper that I presented at Criswell College in Dallas in 2012 on the preterist view of the millennium. Because you see, the millennium is all about the vindication of the martyrs. This stuff is fantastic material. Okay? Hey, thanks so much for joining me for this morning's Morning Musings. Yes, we have a whole lot more on the parabolic teaching of Jesus on eschatology and, guess what? The avenging of the blood of the martyrs. You don't want to miss it. So we'll see you on the flip side.